Why do I struggle with fantasy football roster depth every season? Have you ever felt like your team falls apart just when you need it most? Maybe your starters get hurt or have a bye week, and suddenly your bench is empty. That's a common problem in fantasy football. Building a strong roster isn't just about picking the best players. It's about creating a balanced squad that can handle the ups and downs of the season. One reason you might struggle with roster depth is that, during the draft, you focus too much on star players and forget about backups. If you only pick top-tier players and ignore their backups, you'll be in trouble when injuries happen or when players have bye weeks. It's important to draft players who have capable backups on their team or who are likely to step up if needed. Another issue is not planning for bye weeks. Every team has players who will sit out during certain weeks. If you don't spread out your players, bye weeks, you could end up with multiple starters unavailable at the same time. This forces you to start lower quality players or make quick waiver wire pickups, which can be risky. During the draft, look at the bye weeks for your key players and try to stagger them so your team stays strong all season. Many managers also relying too much on players' past performance. While proven players are tempting, they might be past their prime or at risk of injury. Relying heavily on older players can leave you with weak depth if they decline or get hurt. It's better to balance your roster with a mix of experienced players and younger, high-upside options. Adjusting player values as the draft moves along is another key point. If you see top running backs get taken early, don't panic. Shift your focus to other positions or look for value picks in later rounds. Using tier-based drafting helps you see where the drop-offs are and when to pick certain positions. This flexibility helps you build a more resilient roster. In-season management also plays a big role. Your bench isn't just for low-performing players. It should be for players who can become starters if needed, or for handcuffs, backups to your main players. Keep an eye on the waiver wire for players who emerge as potential starters or fill-in options. Trading can also help improve your depth if you identify weak spots in your roster. Overall, struggling with roster depth often comes down to poor planning during the draft and not actively managing your team during the season. Focus on drafting a balanced team, planning for bye weeks, adjusting your player valuations, and staying active on the waiver wire. These steps will help you keep your team competitive and ready for anything that comes your way.